What's he looking at? What's he looking at? You ever wonder? Makes you think, doesn't it? Anyway, I've done some things off screen. I've unlocked you. It required getting a certain number of wins in survival mode, and I didn't film myself doing that because I didn't know how long it would take. So I've done that. I was also going to unlock you off screen. Because you unlock you off screen by playing Cyclops and winning arcade mode as him. But I kind of like playing the game, and I kind of like doing these videos, so I might honestly do it on screen even though we've kind of already seen everything he does. I'm probably going to end up doing Nightcrawler as well at some point. Like, fuck it, right? I don't think I'll do all of them. I'm ideologically sickened by the idea of you've given me too much trouble at this point. Storm I couldn't figure out how to do anything decent with, still disappointed about that, but I've forgotten how long these take. I should probably be Cyclops and get on with it. I should probably get on with all the fights we're going to have. I just made the observation while I was in the process of starting to do it off screen that I was kind of enjoying myself. Like, I thought I wouldn't particularly care about being him, but he's kind of fun to play, in all honesty. I was doing some stuff that felt good to do, not entirely by accident, so there you have it. Plus, it gives us more, the more of these I record, the more opportunities we will have to see all the different environmental scrompulations you can achieve in the game. Oh, you nearly fucking... I figured out how to do that, look. Oh, there we go. This is exactly the thing. This is exactly how I zap you into the fucking place. Oh, fall down, please. I look down here. Yes. Watch you fall on a taxi. Scrunch. You've scrunched the taxation department into a new belief. I forget that one goes up. I keep expecting it not to. I do not know at this point what that is based on. No! My brain! You've made me think, and now it hurts. Oh, just jumped into it. Right. Zaps. There's more to that, but I don't remember the full button combination. I looked up some combos. I know some of Magneto's, and I made a point to look up that one of Cyclops' where he does all the swish laser beams. But the Magneto thing was like, I was still... My ill-fated attempt to unlock Dark Phoenix legitimately, which I'm still very annoyed about that. It's just too much to expect me to do. I don't mind banging my head up against a brick wall sometimes, as long as there's not like a 30-minute reset between attempts. You know, it's just... I'd rather not spruce. I'm also having to confront the fact that I'm probably, on balance, not tremendously good at this game. Because there are costumes you can unlock for each character by getting 30 wins in survival mode. And I couldn't quite accomplish that even when playing as Wolverine, whose big special power with all of his gauge is that he can regenerate health. So at that point, it's difficult to say how the fuck I'm meant to do anything. Like, how am I supposed to do that with Storm or Gambit or someone who I can't quite make the moves do with? I am going to be doing Gambit's arcade, but that baby is weird. Sorry, there was a weird baby. He's still sort of hanging out in the background somewhere. But, you know, I'm going to be doing it at some point, but I'm not looking forward to it, because I can't quite... That's going to be one where I definitely do have to look up more combos again, because, like, I can't make him do I can't make him do the twiddly things he needs to be able to do in order for me to have a decent time of this. Oh, get in the sky, please. Get in the sky and get on the floor.
Is what wins battles.
These two opposing actions shall tear your head from your legs. Because you try and do them both at once. Inevitably. Oh. I don't like when you're here. No, go home. Haha! Zaps in the face. Zaps in the face of the silver spoon. I just wiped my face off my own face. Now I've got one of those. Look, it's better. Oh, I thought I was doing the big one at the end of time, but I didn't. Oh, there's no point. Saving all the gauge now will just hurt you for death.
Heart is what wins battles.
There's no point pan-frying salmon over your grave. I'll only get lost again. I don't know why for seasoning I used my compass. Certainly it did nothing to improve the flavour. Like, watch everything Gambit does in this, and understand that I will be capable of very little of it. He's gonna shuffle you into the next century. He's going to shuffle your nan and your gran. Oh yes, that's right. Oh, but if he falls down first... If he falls down first, you might get lucky enough to see the singing man take fucking precedence. Oh, that was a big punch instead of the big laser. But it's still a valid form of attack. Oh, even if you can't do a big laser, let it be known you can still hurt people, yes. If that's your objective. It shouldn't be under most circumstances. Ask your local hurtologist about acceptable conditions under which you can hurt people and be right to do so. You must learn power that you cannot control cannot be called strength. Learn from the hurt boys today. Right, well, which way is it this? Yes, the big laser. You really worry me sometimes, Gambit, because I'm worried I'm never going to get to do my big dance. The big dance I do when the laser goes off successfully. And it's all the sweeping, all the sweeps, yes. I can sweep you. I can sweep you for miles around. No, there's no getting into a little stance and doing your funny fucking things.
That's gotta hurt.
Oh, he's doing it anyway. He doesn't believe me. He doesn't take it as read that I will tell the truth.
Heart is what
He
wins
takes
battles.
a blue Satsuma. Yeah. The kind of thing we're all disgusted by. We really don't like this blue Satsuma, and I've never understood our reasoning. I suppose it's unusual. We don't know that it's poisoned. Are you like, oh, it's odd that this has happened, so probably a big poison's responsible. Someone poisoning the fruit again on my island. You're not on an island, first of all. It's a peninsula, so poisoning the fruit won't work. Alright? Not on the Squirsp. The Squirsp Causeway. Nobody poisons anything here, because it's not going to be enough. Please? You have to stop. You have to let me go. You have to let me go because the law says it. Yes, I'm the law. Release me. What if you arrested the law one day? The ultimate betrayal. I would call that. Oh, it's worse than when Big Johnny Jesus got upset and destroyed the country. We thought with a name like Jesus, he'd be predominantly benevolent, but it turns out just a very unfortunate coincidence. You're called Betsy in this, and not Psylocke, who I know you are. But there's a reason for it, as it turns out. And we'll get to that, I suppose, when we get to it. But just seeing it written out like that reminded me. To find it strange. Oh,
At least make this exciting for
He's
me.
swoosing around in all sorts of fucking directions. That's great. Oh, I was expecting a big punch. I'm not gonna lie to you. The fact there was no big punch disturbs me to no end. I thought it was going to be big day. Oh, no. Big day where the sun is larger than usual. And your son is larger than usual as well. Oh, very tall boy. Very tall boy, and he's got magnetism powers. In keeping with the themes of X-Men. He's tall and he's Magneto. Those are the two things we know about the X-Men, is that those two things happen. Tall people, and a magnet for you. A magnet to hurt the human race. Oh, please. Oh, please get... I know you like the sky. Oh, you like your leg. I like having legs. Zap. Zap. You can't... I can't zap correctly with all these fucking... Spips. 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 You got wise to the Spips Brigade. No! The mind! I can do nothing to stop the mind. Here's my leg, look. Be afraid. No! The slowest grab. And all you really did was you confuse me and then you kick me a little bit. I can do that. Yeah. Who's more frightening in real life, huh? Who would you trust to... I nearly did the shoot the sky manoeuvre again. I keep forgetting that that's what it is. No. Dylan. Dylan, you have to sleep.
Wins battles.
It's been 3 years. I'm surprised you're not dead. You die usually after 3 years. Please. No. Oh! You said yes anyway. Ah, the zaps. Become... No, you must become... Oh, you always know that's my mind! Stop it! Stop all that! You're being silly with my brain. Be silly with your own brain if you're gonna be silly. I got it wrong again. Well, actually, no, I didn't get the inputs wrong, it just didn't... It got confused and thought I was asking it for an Egg McMuffin when I was, in fact, wanting you to be killed. Constantly making that mistake is why I lost my job as an assassin. Not that anyone can really fire you, I suppose, unless you're affiliated with a specific government or organisation. It's usually a freelance thing, a hitman for hire. You can hit all the men and get paid for it. Hoo hoo hoo, marvellous, marvellous bank account. But I couldn't, because just the reputation got around that I just gave people an Egg McMuffin and then left them alone. There was no helping my career after that point. There was no saving me. There's no saving grace for the man who has no face. Oh, you swungled me.
You need to learn some respect.
I might do Magneto as well at some point. You know what? We've gone through so many hardships together. It's difficult not to give him the award for blah. He snuck his orbs in just under the wire to stop me from being here. No. Please get zapped. You have to eventually. Zaps. Zaps. No, yeah. You try and take me on at range and you just get some zaps. Oh. You've got to be hurt. No. You've got to be hurt, I say. It's the point of taking the big hurt serum. Zips. Zoops. Zoop. Zoopy. I should probably not do the same thing over and over again in the game with a really accessible counter function. But you get on this, look, is what I was trying to do. Flop through your own cape. Yeah, here we are. Fling him! The time, haha. We can't...
Is what wins battles.
Less than ideal. What had happened? Oh. It was it. Oh well. Well, I'll accept that as justification for your neck sandwich. Yes, a lovely, delicious pan-fried neck between two slices of bread that I found somewhere. You don't get to know where. I realise that under the circumstances, that seems like mighty important information. But what if it isn't? I can't quite get good at it. I can't quite get a good idea of who's got the cotton wool!
Heart is what wins.
Oh, it turns out Cyclops has telekinetic powers as well. Who knew? Certainly not I. Forge is here, though, to let you know. He's like, hello, I'm forging things. Would you like to know all the information that I have in my brain?
For a better tomorrow.
Well, that's more or less the plot of this game, really, isn't it? Except he didn't make the offer. It's more the Sentinels showed up and said, hello, we'd like to know all the information you have in your brain. And he said, I'd rather not. And they said, well, tough, because we've put you in a machine that can do exactly that somehow. We didn't need you to make that one. We just have one of those. We're capable of that, but we can't just, like, copy a gun that you made on our own. We can't just swince. We needed Forge's help to make it into lots of different robots who can have it, you see. That's more difficult than gun. Oh, please. Please, I could bloody nullify your nose, did you know this? I could make it so it doesn't work anymore. I keep trying to Swiss into the fucking army knife. You'd think it'd be easy enough, but it isn't.
Is what wins battles.
It isn't at all. Watch me go. Watch me go. My name's Narvis and I like Narvising. I want you to go into the pit, hopefully. Go into the pit with hope in your heart and a song in your brain. No, you're lining up to put me in the pit. Ho ho ho. You are too good. You're too good for this fucking Earth. Yeah, there's the little guy. The little guy was in the air. Oh hello, we're in the fucking realm. We're in the realm of the landing, boys. Look at this. Go. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Ho ho. No, he threw a grenade. He had one. This is apparently a thing. Haha, yes, I've done it all. I've taken you now everywhere in Xavier's mansion that I think is available to go. So that's brilliant, isn't it? That's very polite of me to have done. I've given you the grand tour. Here in the tower, we love to see you. Oh! That's what I do when I'm excited. Okay, now you could clearly see in that shot that I was not stood there. Sabretooth has betrayed that I'm not always loaded in. Sabretooth has betrayed us. We've finally fucking eaten the grass. It took a while, but we got round to it in the end. Ooh. Please. Please be serious. Please be serious. You can't possibly expect me to lick all of this rock salt. There's a limit. There's a limit to the amount of rock salt you can lick in one day. Alright? You've not got infinite amount of time, for one thing. There has to be a maximum speed at which salt can be licked. And even then, my tolerance for the action. My tolerance for all the salts is not the highest. Please! Don't do... Even when I say it only took one little more to zap your chin right into the next issue. What if one of the characters in an X-Men comic just lost their chin, and it was established that it was now in the next issue? And then in the next issue they had 2 chins. Because they had a chin double up for that issue, and then it was never mentioned again. What would you do? How would you cope? How would you cope if Cyclops suddenly had no chins, then 2 chins, and then the regular number of chins again? I don't think you'd know what to do. I don't think you would really do anything. I think you would realise in that moment that you could probably get away with not directly addressing it yourself. And I would call you a coward.
Heart is what
And that's
wins
how I
battles.
beat you in the end. Rhetorically. I'm going to defeat you with my clever rhetoric. In the
For a
fucking
better
comic book
tomorrow.
dimension. How much glue have I got? Sorry, I've got a little thing of plastic glue on my desk, and I was wondering how much of it I knew, just purely out of curiosity. I just wanted to know for my own floofy edification. I'm just a little floofus doing all sorts of kinds of things. Please, you gotta get all the Mr. Creams. Mr. Creams, a lovely fucking treat for you and someone else. One other, but you get 2 with every purchase, but you got to give the second one away. There's no punishment if you don't, but we'll all know. We'll all know the kind of person you are. Mr. Creams will know. Mr. Creams remembers your sins. Mr. Creams remembers when you're guilty of avarice.
Heart is what wins battles.
That's our marketing jingle. And you can buy them now for the reasonable price. Reasonable? You can rease it entirely. For 'tis only $1.45. Yeah, that's it. That's the price we sell it for. Get it, get it, get it. Get it now in a different flavour as well. Fucking strawberry. Eat that, you dickhead. I'm gonna level with you. We really didn't want to develop the strawberry flavour, but you forced our hand. And I've still not forgiven you. Although we're just here trying to expose the avaricious among you, and you're demanding we do it with strawberries now. Well, that's intrinsically harder to do. You don't know what fucking goes into all this.
Heart is what wins battles.
Demanding your strawberry, pulling over my car, being like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm gonna need all the strawberries." Hello, you're here. Well, I think if I beat you, I should be allowed to become you. If you're gonna show up for work bleeding, I'm showing up on the moon now. Well, this isn't the moon; it's an
For a
asteroid.
better tomorrow.
We love an asteroid, but here you are, go in. Splaush! Oh dear. I've blown up the floor a few times. Oh, it's a lovely costume, and you're made of magma to prove that fact. Oh. Oh, oh. You decided to be on fire for a little bit. Oh. Oh no. Please leave me be. Please leave me be in Waitrose. That's where you need to leave me. If we're ever going... Oh, you flung it. You flung it right at me, I'm afraid to say. I'm afraid to say it, you see, and that's why I expressed as such. Hey, in the sky, this happens.
Heart is what wins battles.
That's right. You're going now, everywhere. You're going to dick hell. where the penises are punished. Oh no! I don't know why you would... Oh, flames! I don't understand you sometimes. It's like all you want to do is set things on fire. Like this. Like that. I thought you'd do more ridiculous things like that! Setting fire to a man's leg. Why? There's no need. I'm jumping without point.
Heart is what
I'd
wins
zap
battles.
you while you weren't there, but yeah, you were, so I didn't. Oh no. Oh, Jean Grey, why have you turned into big stones? Why have you turned into big hot stones? There's no use. It's no use. I think you're slow. Ah! You'll never beat me at the 500-meter sprint. Alright, it doesn't matter how powerful of a psychic you are. You can't... The fast has no mind, does it? I've told you that. I kept writing it in the foam of your latte. Yes, that's right, it was me. It was me every day. You never knew that until now, did you? I can tell because you fucking hit me. The more you punch me, the more you expose your ignorance. Come on, pack it in. Pack it in! A packet of crisps for you. Oh, fucking hell. You're really going at it. You're really going at the fucking day. I'm the day merchant. Look, I can sell you the sun. Oh, no, please, sell a biscuit to me. Sell a biscuit to the worthy. Ah! I've presumed to be worthy in front of you now. You have to give me the fucking mint of predication to prove. Oh, come on! You meant to go. When I say go, you say yes, and then you do it. Don't just be depressed. You have to agree. You have to agree to the go command. This one's actually been rather quick. Has anybody else noticed that? The moment I can zap you with my big eyeballs, it's all fine. It all goes bloody great. No, whatever you're planning, it won't work. I won't allow it to. Oh, please. Oh, I don't know who did what and why. But, it's not about whose clothes I wear, it's not about whose face I have, it's not about whose nan I killed, it's not about whose garden I am. I'm a garden, I suppose. But you don't get to know which one. That's a private matter! Ah! The mind! The human brain! No! You can't keep doing this to my brain. I'm the man who has lasers for eyes. Take that.
Heart is what wins battles.
You're unconscious now. Have a little sleep.
Cyclops.
My eye colour is glowing red.
X-Man, Scott
Take
Summers
that.
most
It's my
fervently
brains.
believes in the dream of peaceful coexistence.
The mutant
between
ability
humans
to
and
project a
mutants.
beam of concussive
Time
force.
and
He
again,
loves that.
He has been called upon
He
to
loves that.
defend
Having to
dream at
wear
all
all the
costs.
goggles on it is a little bit scrumpy. Unfortunate. Because it means he can't see without hurting people otherwise. What if you couldn't see without hurting everyone? I'm glad we're finally asking the tough questions. What if you couldn't touch a roach? He's got. Please remember to save your game. Well, you got him. You can be a walking expression of genocidal intent, but we won't. We won't, I don't think, because it's time for something else that I'm gonna go off and do, so please tune in for that, and remember, it's all right. You're okay. Pat, pat, pat. Goodbye.